Last trading day of April. Tomorrow we start May. I have some brand new portfolios that are favorable for stock indexes in gold, and you can scale those with the micros because there are micro contracts for stock indexes in gold. And I'm going to show you those. First, take a quick look at the market. Short on some of the strategies that were long yesterday. So Cobra 3s are short. Adaptive moving average is short. Stock index swing was short. 60-minute breakout lost, and night trader was flat. But I want to go over this portfolio first, and we're going to go back over the rest of the trades kind of as a midday report. And so here is if you traded all the stock index strategies and all the gold strategies. The reason I bring this up is crude oil has been a bit challenging to trade lately. If you're some brokers, maybe you can't trade the front month, or maybe the margins are higher. Rightfully so, and crude oil could go to negative numbers that roll over once again. So it's kind of a scary market to trade. So if you're avoiding crude oil right now and want to trade some other markets, this is a setup. It's 48 strategies, all E-mini S&P strategies, all gold strategies. Here is the performance through yesterday, April the 29th. It would have been, hypothetically speaking, this setup would have been up 162K. This is just a new combination of all the strategies that we currently have, and it's doing well this month. And one of the things to consider is that all these have micro contracts. Not all futures markets have micro contracts, but there are micro contracts for gold and E-mini NASDAQ and E-mini S&P. So you could scale into this, and if volatility gets too scary, you could scale down or scale up via the micros, because the micros are more incremental depending on your account size. And so if you have a smaller account and you want to trade roughly 1/10 of this, it's not exact. They don't trade exactly the same way all the time. And this is, let's see, this is with the Ninja Trader margins. The amount of capital you need is slightly higher. These margins have not been updated. TradeStation has come off of their highest margins. It was 100% margin, then 50% margin, and now it's back to, I think it's back to 25%. I'll have to double check. And so if you need to know the account size on this specifically, let's take a look at it at the end of this month and see where it is at the end of today or the start of tomorrow to determine exactly the capitalization. The main thing is the drawdown, max drawdown. That's trading 48 strategies with one mini. Roughly, like I said, roughly 1/10 of that. And the micros are not as efficient. Sometimes the transaction cost can be higher. You get a little more slippage. The micros can have higher high. The high of the day can be higher. The high of a move can be higher. If the market's moving up, the low of the move can be lower. And so sometimes you get stopped out, or sometimes you get filled in a limit order on the micros, and sometimes things go your way. So there is a little bit difference in price action. So that's one option, a smaller version of this. I'm going to show you that. And let's see, once again, let me check the margins on this. The margins for this one are with the TradeStation margins. So the last one was with the Ninja Trader margins. And if you download a spreadsheet, you can, what I did is I saved it as, you see scratch, and then you can put in whatever numbers you want here. This doesn't work anymore. Once you start typing in numbers and you override the formula that's in this no longer works. And so download the portfolio calculator, do a save as, and then type in whatever strategies you want. So you see a select set of strategies for the stock indexes, and you also see the gold strategies, the select set of gold strategies. So there's only 22 strategies in this, and the drawdown is lower. This is where it is at the end of April. Let's take a look at the results. And so you see, nice year. The total profit is smaller because there's less strategies, and you can take a look at the drawdown curve as well. And so those are some of the settings also. And so if you're also, another thing to consider is if you're trading the 25K portfolio and you want to trade, if you don't want to trade the crude oil strategies, you want to trade the gold strategies, I can update you with those. The max drawdown is larger, longer term, but since 2013, the max drawdown is about 11K. So this is updated through the 29th, by the way. I need to change that. And so here's what the drawdown looks like. And so it made this drawdown here in 2013, and then since that time, one of the main reasons for that is because gold flash. You're adding 3 gold strategies: Gold Flash, Asia Gold 4, and Cobra Gold, and then removing the crude strategies. You can do that. And so Gold Flash did not work before 2014, so it has a bad equity curve before 2014. But as you go along this equity curve, you see the worst case drawdowns since this time in mid-2013. You can select that 7/8/2013. The worst case drawdowns are around 10,000. This right here is the worst drawdown right at 11,000. So you can bias it, so you can say worst case drawdown since 2013 is only 11,000, or you could say I want enough capital to trade it through any of this, or you could say I don't want to trade it because the drawdown's too big. So those are the options if you look at the 25K portfolio with gold strategies instead of crude strategies. So let's take a look at the trades on the day, midday report, and going over these. I saved all those as different scratch just for reference, and so that's how you'd customize or build your own portfolio with the portfolio calculator. So once again, Cobra 3 is short on the ES plus 1,000. This market is very resilient. It had 6 gap ups in a row, and then now we have a gap down, and it just does not want to relent to the downside. It's so strong even on a down day if you're watching the intraday tape. But last day of the month, and so we're getting a little bit of the market softening up a little bit. We'll see if we'll get some distribution and profit taking into the close. There was an old saying on Wall Street we talked about every May: sell in May and go away. I don't think that really holds up anymore, so I wouldn't count on that. But there could be other reasons for the markets to pull back here, or it could just continue higher to new highs with the Fed. With the Fed propping this market up, it's amazingly strong. But we go with the trades. We're going with the trades that we have. And you see Cobra 3 was long yesterday, short today on the NASDAQ. Cobra 3, even the S&P, was long yesterday, short today on the ES. Adaptive moving average is short today. It was long yesterday. And 60-minute breakout lost on the day. You see that. It had some winner. The previous trade was a winner. Stock index swing, short, hit its profit target. Let's go all strategy access 2. AT 2020 NQ stopped out, minus 725, pretty tight stop. AT 2019 is short, plus 500. Let's go back here. We didn't talk about gap continuation. It is also short. Sometimes I miss it for some reason. Sometimes I miss certain trades. So if you see that in the video, call me out. But you see short at 88.45.25 plus 700 on gap continuation 2020. And let me make sure I got all the trades. Okay. I think that's all the trades. Stock index portfolio, all strategy access 2. AT 2020 minus 725, AT 2019 plus 525. Asia 4 was long overnight, minus 1,000. We're not trading this one or this one in the portfolio. And Gold Flash, we talked about this earlier this week, hit its profit target, long again. Interesting to see such wide range. The wide range is continuing gold. I mean, look at the range today. It's about $50 on the range, from high to lows, $50. So huge ranges in gold, lots of opportunity there. Cobra Euro 4 is long. Asia Gold 4, 2019, old version lost. The short version also lost, just stopped out. Otherwise, would have been a nice trade. Grains Day Trader 3 stopped out, minus 375. Those are all the trades in All Strategy Access 3. All Strategy Access 4, Asia Gold 2020 stopped out on the long side, but Cobra Gold had a profitable long trade. Let's look at All Strategy Access 5. No trades in All Strategy Access 5 so far today. Probably won't trade. So yes, after hours, did not trade last night. And those are the trades on the day, the new portfolios to consider as we roll into May. May 1st starts tomorrow. So let me know if you have any questions on any of those setups.